I've got sunshine in my head. Ride round town with me and my friends. Got the top down.
Yo, what is going on, Prodigies? It's PokeProdz here, and I have Pokemon Next to my Wi-Fi battle for you guys today. Today I'm against my man Kieran. He's the moderator of my streams. He's a great guy. Anyway, I'm using a completely new team. Kieran's also using a new team compared to what he's used to. But anyway, yeah, I'm just glad to get back in the game and enjoying it with my new capture card. So I've just been trying to get some new teams up and together so I can bring them to you guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop right into the battle. So Kieran actually leads Houndoom, and this caught me off guard. I mean, it was clear to see what I was leading with, so I do understand why he would lead Houndoom, but it just kind of threw me off guard. So anyway, he goes straight for the Mega Evolution. This man does not want to play any games, so that's exactly what he does. Now he actually goes for the Nasty Plot, and I was like, oh, alright, I see you, Kieran, trying to crush my soul already. So anyway, I go ahead and set up the Stealth Rocks because I wasn't too worried about taking like a Fire Blast or anything, as I do have the Sturdy to rely on. So, saying that, as I still have my Sturdy, he hits me up with the Flamethrower, my Sturdy activates, and I go ahead and get off my Toxic Spikes real quick, which is actually going to help me a lot getting these entry hazards later on in the battle. So now they have these hazards up, Fortress is going to go down, and that's completely fine with me because I do not need them anymore. So now I'm going to send in the big dog himself, Crawdon, and I was really excited to use him, but he actually just gets tossed around like a schoolboy bitch right now. So anyway, there's Crawdon down the drain. But that's no big deal because I'm sending in the boss man himself, Terrakion, the big boss, here to take some souls. So he hits me up with a Flamethrower, and it does a clean, like 60% to me. But I go ahead and hit him with the close combat, and this is going to knock him out no problem. Terrakion is a threat. Now, I get my defense and special D drop, but that's a dead Houndoom, so it was okay. I'm okay with that. That's a fine switch out for me. So now, he sends in the Luxray, and I'm like, well, I'm banded, so better go for that close combat. Even though he gets the Intimidate off here, I still do like a fair amount. I mean, he's running the air balloon, so clearly he has it so he can switch into earthquakes. But anyway, I hit him with the close combat, and it's just a clean, like 70–80% after that Stealth Rock. That does so much damage. And that was, keep in mind, after I took the Intimidate, so that would have KO'd, that would have OHKO'd no problem after rocks. But anyway, I go ahead and hit him with the close combat, and that's going to take out the Luxray. Terrakion coming through. However, the next switch in here, this is a little scary. He sends in Swoobat, and I actually realized Swoobat is a threat. Like, I don't know what you guys are thinking about Swoobat, but it is good. If it gets, I think it's like 2 Calm Minds up, this thing is like, does not die. But anyway, I hit him with the close combat, and it's a clean 50%. It's not very defensive, it has a lot of special defense. But anyway, Terrakion is going to go down to the air slash no problem, because, I mean, it's okay. Terrakion put in a lot of work this battle. As in always, like in every battle, Terrakion is very good. So Swoobat hits me and kills me, and now I switch in Charizard, and I'm like, alright, no more games being played, son. But now he switches out to try to wall me and survive a hit. So he switches out into his Florges now, and that's sort of what he does. I mean, to a certain extent, he does do that. He switches in Florges so he knows he can take a hit. However, Charizard Y proves to be a worthy opponent. As Charizard Y brings in the Drought, you already know I'm going for the Flamethrower. So I hit with the Flamethrower, and it does it clean. I'm gonna say 30–40%. So anyway, now if the Florges also takes the poison damage, and this puts him easily in range to die from another Flamethrower. So Florges really didn't get anything. I mean, it does survive with a sliver of health, which really pissed me off, but it doesn't matter because I knew Charizard could take a Moonblast no problem, and Florges would die at the end of the turn for the poison. So down goes the Florges, and now he sends in Ambipom, and I'm like, well, the Fake Out is here. So I go ahead and predict that, and I actually... Well, first he takes that Poison Spikes, so as you can see my Toxic Spikes are putting in some work. So I switch out, I'm like, the Fake Out is so real. So I switch into my Trevenant, knowing that he would go for the Fake Out. and that's actually what he does. So I'm like, okay, perfect. Trevenant just completely walled you there. So now it goes ahead and goes for the knockoff, and this does a ton of damage to me, considering I'm a Trevenant. And he knocks off my Citrus Berry, which really sucks because I'm Harvest set. So anyway, I go ahead and go for the Horn Leech, and this does so much damage to him. Like, I did not think it would do that much damage. But Trevenant's actually, I'm learning Trevenant is actually a beast. So now he's taking some more poison damage from my Toxic Spikes, thank the Lord. And now he goes for the knockoff, and now the knockoff will not do as much damage because he didn't actually knock anything off me this time. So he loses that little buff. So down goes the Ambipom. And now I believe, yeah, now the sun's down. So I need to switch back in my Charizard to get my Drought up. So anyway, he sends in Swoobat, and I go ahead and I'm like, well, judging by the range of that, I was like, I can probably just go for a Horn Leech to knock it out. Which would have been completely right, however, he did go for a Roost. So I go for the Horn Leech, and this still does so much damage. Like, I'm like, damn, Trevenant, you need to calm down. So anyway, I get all that health regen, and I'm like, alright, not even bad. So there's that. Now, sure he's gaining the leftovers, but it's not affecting me too much in the whole scheme of things. So he hits me with the Air Slash, though, and this takes out Trevenant. So I'm like, well, Trevenant, you put in a fair amount of work there. I can't say anything bad about you. But now, it's about time we bring him back in. The man himself, Charizard. So, Charizard Y, as I'm sure you've heard in every other video I've posted lately, is a complete savage. And you will see this is completely true. So I hit him with the Flamethrower, and this knocks Swoobat out. Damn! But now he sends in Gliscor. And this is his last Pokemon at this point, so I'm like, alright, Charizard, we can wrap this up. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go for the Flamethrower and end this right now. But he protects and delays the inevitable. But anyway, so yeah, that's about it, guys. The Charizard's gonna go ahead and knock out the Gliscor. So anyway, please leave a like rating on this video, thumbs up, subscribe, PokeProdz.